Hello. So today's video is a TBR. So I am going to take part in the Make Your Myth Taker readathon, which will run throughout the whole of June. It is hosted by Ashleigh and Charlotte, who I will link in the description below. And it's a really fun, it's fun and different. So basically you have to build your character, which sounds straightforward, and it is pretty straightforward, but there are 16 different characters that you can, there's 16 different paths you can take. However, within each character path you can stray to another path, and you can't just stray to any path. Each character has a particular other character path you could stray to. I will use mine as an example when I get to it. I am going to attempt to also build a character story. I'm not very creative, so I've kind of just based it off of Throne of Glass. But that's fine. That's fine. Ashleigh actually said in her announcement video about make up your own character or base it off a book character, and Throne of Glass is my favourite series ever, so of course I was gonna do that. So let's get started. My first 4 prompts, so for your path that you take, whether it be one whole character or whether you do the crossover to your other character, you have to read your first 4 books in order of the prompts. I am being a little bit ambitious because as well as those 4, I'm doing 2 additional ones after, which are just one prompt from 2 other character paths. But first I will show you my main 4. Well, actually, I can only show you 3 of my main 4. I will explain more. So I will be starting off on the path of an assassin. You might see where I'm going with this already character-wise. So the first prompt for assassin is friend pick. I am choosing Rumblestar by Abby Elphinstone. I'm choosing this as my friend pick because this was actually gifted to me by Nikki at Books and Lemon Squash. This was the beginning of the year when we did an Amazon wish listing, and she very kindly bought me this, and I still haven't read it, and I know she's a big fan of Abby's books, and this, I was going to say this is the only one I haven't read, but I've read Sky Song and that's it. But I really enjoyed Sky Song, so I'm looking forward to reading this, and it's a middle grade, so I should be able to get through this fairly quickly. So that's for prompt 1 for assassin. For the second prompt for assassin, the prompt is read a book with a dark cover. I've chosen The Shadows Between Us by Trisha Levenseller. I got this in a fairy loot box earlier this year, and I really like Trisha Levenseller's other series, so I'm hoping to like this too. I have heard some pretty not great reviews about this, so I'm not holding out hope. However, I am going into it with an open mind because I haven't seen everyone hate it. So, and it is a dark cover, even though it's not all black, there's dark purple on that cover, so that's a dark cover. So for my third prompt, now the third prompt is the prompt where you can either continue on the path to finish as an assassin, or I could do my crossover path, which is to be a royal spy. I am doing the crossover path. Now the crossover prompt is read a secret book. So even though I have picked out a book for this, the rule for this prompt is that you cannot show what this book is until you've read it. So this one you won't know until I will finish this one, the secret book, and then I can tell you what my secret book is. But what I am going to do is in the picture I'm going to just like have the secret book, just have a book showing like that to just show as a secret book. But I have picked my secret book and I'm excited for it. The fourth prompt, as I have crossed over to the path of a royal spy, the fourth prompt is read an underhyped book. So the book I have picked for this prompt, I don't actually have a physical copy of. I have it on my Kindle as an e-arc, even though it has already come out. It came out last month. And that is The Strange Worlds Travel Agency. Now, I'm really excited to read this. I've not heard many people talk about it. I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe they're a debut author, but it's a middle grade again, so I'm hoping to be able to get through it quite quickly. I'm also, as you can tell, trying to read more middle grade because I'm also doing another readathon this month, which has mainly not chunky books, but adult or young adult fantasy. So yeah, so those are my main 4 prompts. So I will be taking the path of an assassin turned royal spy. However, my character will then, after years of working as a royal spy, will find out her true lineage, and that is that she has fae and royalty. If you can't see where I'm going now, you really need to read this series. So, for the fairy prompt that I've picked, it is literally read a book featuring fae. And for that prompt, I have picked An Enchantment of Ravens by Margaret Robinson. Now, I really enjoyed Sorcery of Thorns. It is one of my, I think it's actually in, I'm going to say my top 5 books I've read this year, which is pretty good considering I've read 78 books this year. So to be in the top 5 is a big deal. So I'm hoping I like this one as much. And also look at that cover. That cover is gorgeous. And this was actually also gifted to me as well. I don't think I kept the little slip. No, it must have fallen out. I think it might have been Connie actually. Was it Connie? I'm going to say Connie. I could be wrong. If it's not Connie, I'm sorry. And I'm sorry to the person who it was if it's not Connie. But yeah, so this is going to be my book featuring fae. I was racking my brains like, I don't have any books featuring fae that I haven't already read, other than Crescent City, which is a chunky beast. So, but then I realised that I was like just literally sat on my bed looking at my bookshelf. Someone was like, "Isn't Enchantment of Ravens fair folk?" And it is. I checked in the blurb and it says that Isabel creates stunning portraits for a dangerous set of clients, the fair folk. So that's perfect. And then for my second additional prompt that I'm doing, it is from The Path of Monarch. And the prompt is a book with a queen main character. Now, it actually turns out that this one is, so I was on the fence about this one, whether to include it or not. And then I had a look on the recommendations that Ashleigh put on the Google Drive, and this book was actually down as a recommendation for this prompt. So I was like, okay, that's sealed the deal. This is my book, and that's A Queen in Hiding by Sarah Kozloff, if that's not how you say it. I'm sorry, I'm really not good at pronunciations. But yeah, so I actually won this in a giveaway a couple of months back, and it's been sat on my shelf ever since. And this is a great opportunity to get to it because this is book 1 in the series, and I believe all of the series is already out, possibly, or most of it's out, something like that. Also, it's a floppy paperback. Me loves a floppy paperback. So yeah, this is going to be my prompt for a book with a queen main character. So that is my Make Your Myth Taker TBR. If you haven't guessed what character I'm basing it off yet, then I don't know how else I can hint without actually telling you. But yeah, so I'm really excited to do this readathon, and especially like Ashleigh's announcement video was literally amazing. Like, so much work has been put into this entire readathon, and I just so happy. I did want to try and attempt to do more prompts, but I also wanted to make it an actual story and not just, oh, they're doing this and this and this, like fairy queen lineage. It's fine. But I also didn't want to do all the prompts from both those two extra ones, so I thought I'd just do one extra prompt. I'm not gonna like put the pressure on myself, she says, as she also is planning a second readathon for June. We ain't gonna talk about that. But yeah, so that is my Make Your Myth Taker TBR. Let me know if you're taking part, and if you are, let me know what paths you're taking. And if you've got a TBR already out there, like if you've declared your TBR, then let me know. I wanna see what books you've picked. And yeah, this is me declaring my TBR for the Make Your Myth Taker. I'm really excited about this. Yeah, I'm just really excited about this, and I think this is pretty doable. Yeah, this is pretty doable. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and I will see you next time. Bye.